Hey guys, it's Sarah, and I am here with a layout for the Not Just for Boys Kit Club. And this is a kit club that I designed for, and I absolutely love it. I love that there are a lot of masculine colors in here, but I'm still using them for my girls. So I love that aspect of it. So today I'm making a layout that's going to actually go in Kaylin's middle school album. Her middle school album is going to have more 12 by 12 layouts in it than her elementary school one did, just because there's a lot more to document, I think, as far as things that she's doing in middle school. And since middle school is only 3 years and it's going to be one album, I'm going to be putting a little bit more full layouts in that one. So this is one that will definitely go in there. And this is about a club that she was in called Odyssey of the Mind. And what that is basically the kids using some creativity to solve problems. So they get prompts and problems that they need to solve. They have requirements they need to fulfill for them, things they need to include, and then they create a skit showing how they solved that problem. And they can get as creative as they want. So it was really cool. She absolutely loved it. They actually compete in it as well. They competed regionally here, and she had a great time. She absolutely loved it. It was her favorite thing to do. So I wanted to make sure I put this in her scrapbook, and this is a picture of her team. And so I'm using my favorite paper from the kit, that background paper there, which is a beautiful aqua color, and it's got distressed around the edges. I absolutely love it. And I'm going to bring out the distressed color, that yellow, with some of the other ones here, other papers here. So I need my picture to stand out a little bit. So I'm going to back it on this black cardstock that came with the cut file that I used in my last layout, the word handsome. It came in that package. So I'm going to use that cardstock in here to back my picture, because it's a piece of black cardstock. And then for the papers, I cut these down a little bit. Actually, this one and the tree paper were that size. I didn't cut them down at all, but the blue polka dot I did. So I'm going to go ahead and ink the edges of this using some distress ink from Tim Holtz. That's from my stash. And I just wanted to make sure that they can be distinguished among each other, because I do have a few busy patterns happening and I'm going to be layering them up together. So I want to make sure that they are going to be able to stand out on their own. And all of these papers are from the kit, including that branding strip that I'm going to be using underneath the blue polka dot paper. That's a branding strip from one of the papers here. So I'm going to use that because it has a cute little scalloped pattern on it. So I thought it'd be a cute little detail. So I'm going to go ahead and start putting these down and then building my layout on top of all that. And I really like how all these colors go together. They're really pretty. And that striped piece of paper will be kind of the grounding point for my photo there. And I'm going to bring in these Bow Bunny letter stickers, these little small ones, to help with my title. So my title is going to be Odyssey of the Mind. And I'm going to use Odyssey with the thickers that came in the kit there. And then for Of the Mind, I'm going to use these Bow Bunny letter stickers. And the color is really good and it goes really nicely. And I didn't want to do the entire title in the thickers. It would have taken up way too much room. So that is the only thing that I do bring out from my stash. Now I'm going through the die cut pack here that came in the kit, and I'm going to pick out a few things. And one thing I noticed is that there's some red elements in the die cut pack here. And in the picture, there is one girl who's wearing like an octopus hat, and it might have actually been pink instead of red, but the red helps highlight that. So I'm going to use some red elements here in the layout. And I'm actually going to end up taking away that frame and using something different. The frame wasn't really fitting the way I wanted it to. So I'm going to put that back. But I do pull out that little clothespin, and I thought that would be appropriate because they were using, they had to make props and use things from home, to build their props and stuff. So it was kind of a good excuse to get that used up. So I'm going to do that. And All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get my title put down because that's going to take up the most room, and then I can start putting everything else around it here. But I put down Of the Mind first, and then I will put down Odyssey. And I am using my quick dry adhesive here to put down these chipboard thickers, because chipboard thickers, in my experience, tend to fall off your layouts after a while. So I always take the extra step to use some extra adhesive just to make sure they are going to stay for the long run. And now I'm going to start putting down the other things here. So I'm going to put this clothespin down. I'm going to take off the protective covering on it and then run it through my mini Xyron sticker machine so I make it a sticker. And I always do that, especially for transparency elements here, because if I just use my adhesive tool there, you would have been able to see the adhesive, and I didn't want that to be showing. So I put a little Love This on top of the picture there, and that little circle that is half white, half red is just going to stick out. And then on this little journaling card from the die cut pack, I'm going to do my journaling about how this was Kaylin's favorite activity and she just loved it, and a little bit about it. So I'm going to write that there and stick it right next to the title. And then I have this little geotag that says here, all of that. And then there's the little banner that says notes. All of that is from the die cut pack from the kit. So it goes nicely together. I'm going to use 3 of these buttons that came in the kit as well. And I'm going to use the buttons along with 2 different sequins, and I'm going to use them just like enamel dots. I'm going to put 3 in each little area. So I'm going to use the large white sequins for sure. I knew I wanted to use those. And then I'm going to grab the smaller blue as well, and I'm going to use those. And I'm trying out a few, like, do I want to use the yellow or do I want to use the hexagons? But the blue and the white just really, to me, made the most sense. So I'm going to use those. I'm going to put the other ones back so I don't lose them. So I just pulled out what I need, and I will use glue dots to put all of those down. I also use glue dots for the buttons. These glue dots have been awesome. I love them to put down sequins. It's so easy. I used to use quick dry adhesive to put down my sequins, but that took forever and it didn't always stick the first time, and I'd have to sit and wait for it to dry. But glue dots have been amazing to put down sequins, so that's definitely a recommendation for me. Okay, I'm going to use a couple of these strips here from the Heidi Swapp sticker book. That one says Super Awesome, and I really like the metallic look of it. And then I'm going to use the striped one here too, and I'm just going to tug it underneath that geotag. And I really like just the little pop of color it gives on top of the journaling spot there. And then to finalize my layout, I'm going to use the Heidi Swapp Color Shine that came in the kit, and I absolutely love Color Shine. It's my favorite mist. I haven't used it in a while, so I was excited to get to use this stuff again. So you have to shake it up really good to get it, mixed up and everything. But I just take it out. I completely unscrew the top and I just tap on it, and it just makes these perfect little dots that just shimmer and shine, and they're so random, and I absolutely love them. So I'm covering up my picture so that I don't get any mist on my picture there, but I absolutely love it. So that is my layout. Here's some close-ups for you. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have not checked out these kits yet, I encourage you to do so. I will leave a link to their website down below, and I will see you guys again soon. Hope you have a great day. Bye.